Woonsocket.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee and, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee and panel.
We shall do that. It is Coffee and here on ONAM and FM Wednesday morning, October the 15th. We're halfway through the month. Thanks for joining us here on ON Radio. I'm Joe Callahan at the Coffee and Table. We'll say good morning to Tim Draper from Navigant Credit Union. Hi, Tim.
Good morning, Joe.
How are you today?
I'm excellent. You asked a question.
Excellent.
You don't normally ask the question. Just say, introduce yourself, say hello, and move on.
And move along. All righty. And Melissa Smith could not be here from the St. Antoine communities, but Robin Noter is here. And good morning to you, Robin.
Good morning,
Nice
gentlemen.
to have you here with us. And it is... I wasted as much time as I could, Robin.
Thank you. I got it
Just having a
up. We're
little phone situation going on. But it is time for our first message from the St. Antoine communities.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
So, St. Antoine Community is a large long-term care campus located about 5 minutes from here in North Smithfield and on the line of Blackstone, Mass. and Woonsocket. On the property, we offer an expansive continuum of services. They range from assisted living to short and long-term skilled care, as well as a state-of-the-art rehab center, a private hospice suite, and 2 large secured memory care units. We have 2 buildings on the property, the Villa, which is our 76 apartment assisted living facility, and where you can find me, the Residence at St. Antoine, which is a 180-bed short and long-term care facility. So if you're presently at a crossroad with your loved one and trying to determine when is the right time to seek more help and support, I encourage you to reach out to either of us, me, Robin Noter, Director of Admissions for St. Antoine, or Melissa Smith, St. Antoine Community Director of Marketing and Communications. We can be reached, either one of us, at 401-767-3500.
All right. Thanks, Robin. Now, when Robin's been here before, she's let it slip with that she lives in Smithfield. So I'm glad you're here.
Oh, boy.
Because I don't know if you have any kids in the Smithfield school system, but what are you hearing?
I know what you're talking about
already.
already.
What are you hearing around town? What are they talking about at Stop and Shop about the hazing with the football team?
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Oh, good.
Because I did have kids. They're out of the system now.
Okay.
But my son was on the Smithfield High School football team.
All right.
So I sent him the NBC thing the other day. He goes, yeah, I know. The group chat is blowing up.
Okay.
All the kids that were freshmen when I was a senior are now seniors.
Okay.
And that's really all I know. But he's coming home this weekend, so I'll get more juice for you
The
next
deets.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, the school comes out with their official statement with no details.
Yeah.
We've looked into it. We're investigating. We've suspended somebody. They're off the team. Yeah, but what happened? And they won't tell you.
Yeah.
And so we got to go trying to
It's
get
all
that
about
under-
hazing.
That's all they said.
I actually
there were
heard the story.
hazing incidents.
I read,
Okay.
I don't know if it's true. I should
Well,
probably
let's go with
shouldn't
rumors,
repeat
so.
it.
Let's go
I
with
did
rumors.
hear something that he probably knows more. I should call him right now. It's his 21st birthday. We can say happy birthday.
Well,
to
happy
him.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Something about somebody spraying Lysol under the bathroom stall of a kid who was in the bathroom, and I don't know what that was representative of. I don't know if it's
Probably
true.
kid is probably stinking the joint up. Wanted a little Lysol.
What are you hearing, Tim? Anything?
I'm not hearing anything.
Nothing.
I
Okay. I'm not
actually am
hearing
kind of
anything.
off guard on the story. I was not 100% familiar with it. So
Yeah.
Happened about 2 weeks ago, maybe. That this.
I heard
started.
I heard that there was a hazing incident or that they were investigating it, but I didn't know it was going quite viral like that. So
Well, no, when you hadn't heard too much about it because the superintendent came out and said we've investigated, we've suspended, so we've kicked people off the team.
Yeah.
They keep playing football. They haven't had to forfeit the season,
Yeah.
so that part's good. And we're going to leave it at that because they don't want more black eye over at Smithfield High. And then they went out and lost to North Smithfield. So maybe we really need those people back on
Yeah,
the team.
maybe we do.
I don't know. And I said, well, let's see if we can find out what if someone else has got more scoop of what's being kicked around the town.
no,
right
I don't
there.
know anything.
So-
I live in Cumberland.
Okay, and Robin's like, well, find out from your son. That would be
I will
great.
ask him this weekend,
And
and,
you can
I'll
Great to know.
report back with
Yeah.
Melissa next
I
week.
will.
Yeah, just send information along with Melissa. All
get me
right.
in the group chat.
And so, Dave had the story this morning, and I saw it yesterday, and it's all, to me, I'm going to say it's 1,000% wrong when President Trump says we're going to move the World Cup soccer games from Foxborough.
Well, he's threatened to do.
Absolutely No way.
Well, first of all, Bob
No
Kraft
way.
is a supporter. I would
They're
find
best-
it
they're
very.
best
I would find it very
friends.
difficult for him to.
Well,
he
that's it right there.
He doesn't even know that Gillette is in the mix. I'm sure for the soccer. He just thinks it's Boston. So he
he
thinks
heard
it's something.
it's Massachusetts.
He thinks it's Massachusetts. He thinks it's Boston. He has no. I bet he has no idea. I'm sure though that the Kraft organization
point
got on
it
the
out.
phone with the White House right after that statement and said, "Yeah, we really don't think that's a great idea."
Did you hear about this, Robin?
No.
Oh, boy.
Well, Trump is saying, well, Massachusetts, we'll use the whole state, is not safe because of the issues that took place in Boston about a week or so ago, where they burned the car and they had those.
It's the whole
what do they
ice.
call it? Those
The protesters.
to the protesters, and they were rallying in Boston.
Yeah.
And so Trump sees, this happened in Boston, happened in New Bedford too.
Sure. It's happening all over the country.
So Foxborough is not safe, and as soon as Kraft points out where Foxborough is,
Yeah.
as opposed to Boston,
Yeah.
well, then everything's fine.
Right.
The only thing he may bring back is, what if the teams are staying in Boston? Well, first of all, most of them aren't.
It's true.
They're all down in Providence,
Right.
Yeah.
at hotels down there,
And
or maybe
hopefully
around.
they'll be practicing
Foxborough.
at Bryant.
Well, now
I
you've
saw
just
that,
made
yes.
now you've just made Providence unsafe.
Possibly, we'll happen. We'll see what happens. So,
The mayor's pretty good. He'll figure it out.
is this? So I think this is just a very veiled threat.
I think
There's
he's just blowing smoke.
there's-
I-
about something else.
Yeah, it's not all the logistics and planning that goes into putting a
Oh, yeah.
World Cup on, and you're just going to call the FIFA
And
head
say,
up and say, "Hey, let's move it to a
just
safer
move
city."
it.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me just do that.
Yeah. Well, what's a safer city?
Yeah,
Exactly.
and more importantly, how do you change all those logistics at
You
this
can't.
date?
It's too late.
I think
and I know it's not till
smoke.
next summer, but
Just likes to rattle feathers. That's all.
I know. Let's. What can I do to rattle a cage?
Yeah.
And get people going. Oh, you can't do that, kind of thing. And, think of the money and all that. So,
Right. It's
will this happen?
distraction from something.
I'm saying it's 1,000% it won't happen, and then if it does, boy, will I look silly. Yeah. But I'm just saying there's just no way this will happen. So nothing to worry about. So we're going to move on from there. And as Dave pointed out, this is on a different story from the "How can you be this stupid" department kind of thing.
Darwin Awards.
Yeah. So Monday we had the storm, right?
Yep.
So what do you think? Someone decided, you know what would be a good idea?
Surfing.
Windsurfing.
Oh, windsurfing.
Let's put a
Yeah.
sail
Yeah.
into the wind.
Yeah, I did hear about that story.
He's down in Westerly.
Yeah.
Decided to go out onto Watch Hill.
Yep.
And so fire departments from Watch Hill, Stonington Borough, I guess that's Connecticut, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And Pawcatuck, that's also Connecticut.
Yeah.
Responded to reports he's in distress.
Yeah, couldn't get back on the surfboard.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. This was Monday afternoon, struggling against the strong winds and the currents. So you got to worry about the strong winds and very large waves.
Yeah.
And
Imagine.
imagine, how about that?
Right. So let's
Now-
send boats out there. That's a good idea.
Well, they did send a boat out.
They did.
They also sent a I don't know if it was a helicopter or not, because it said he was hoisted onto a boat.
I think it was a. No, the helicopter was the day before when they found that person floating in the water.
Okay.
Fell off of a ferry.
The ferry. We have that story
Floating
too.
unalive.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, just like floating out in the middle of the. So one of the ferries spotted him, which I don't know how they did that. Anyway, you get to that story in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll finish up your.
This is just they hoisted him onto the boat, took him to shore, non-life-threatening condition, so he's going to be okay. Now the Watch Hill Fire Department says this incident is a reminder to have a life jacket. Okay, I haven't seen any windsurfer or any surfer for that matter wear a life jacket while
right.
surfing.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just they're just not going to do it.
Right.
And file a float plan. Well, with who?
The float plan.
When heading into the open
Office.
water. If you're going down to Charlestown, what's the Narragansett Beach?
Yeah.
Where I know they surf.
Yep. Right off the-
Who are you filing a float plan with?
I don't know.
There's nobody there.
Coast Guard?
Well, the Coast Guard's. Wait, you going to go all the way to Point Judith?
No, I don't think they want to. Well, you could call
say
them
this
and
was-
say, "I'm going to be out surfing."
And they'll say, we don't care.
Well,
Now,
probably.
the funnier question is,
I think they would say we don't recommend that.
Yeah, that's exactly what they would say.
probably
Not a
would.
good idea.
Not a good idea. The question I have, actually, there's two. They said he was rescued. Where's the windsurf board?
Oh, it's gone.
You think so? I think so too.
It's floating. It'll find its way back to a beach somewhere, I'm sure.
But these things are not cheap.
No, and the kite that goes along with it.
Yeah.
So there's all the gear and
With all
everything like
that,
yeah.
so you're on your own if you want to go try to rescue that.
I don't know where he's going to find it, but it will. If
Do you think it'll beat
if
itself
the
eventually?
Kite. I don't think the kite is attached to the board. I think it's attached to the person.
I thought it was attached to the pole that's attached to the board.
Did you say he was windsurfing?
He was windsurfing.
Oh, so it wasn't kite surfing. Oh, I'm
No,
thinking
no,
he's got
no.
the kite thing.
No.
Oh, windsurfing. Yeah, you're right. Then that is
Windsurfing.
attached to the
Kite
board.
surfing where you're jumping off a cliff and going down?
No. That's the one where you have like a parachute.
Yeah.
And you're on a surfboard and the parachute is pulling you
okay.
along. That's what I was thinking of. I think they call that kite surfing.
Windsurfing's tough enough when the conditions are favorable.
Right.
In Monday's silliness.
Right. So he probably felt, now I understand why he couldn't get back on the board. He couldn't pull the sail back up.
Probably not.
Because
And
the
so
wind was just too ferocious.
I wonder how long it took before he realized I'm in real trouble.
About a minute.
The amazing thing is somebody found him in real trouble.
Yeah.
Was he able to call 911?
I don't know.
Did he have his? Do you bring your phone out when you go windsurfing?
Maybe.
I need real help. Unless someone was along the beach and says,
That guy went down and he didn't get back up.
"That doesn't look good."
Yeah.
And then my second question is, how much does this cost?
Oh,
How much for the 3 fire departments to show up and come help?
I know. I wouldn't want to be one of the guys on the boats in those wells
It's
trying to get a
like-
guy
oh,
out
I
of the
know.
water. That's not good.
It's like when someone gets lost in the mountains in New Hampshire, and they got to bring in the helicopters and everybody. They make you pay
Yeah.
for that rescue, which also is not cheap.
Didn't we
so-
talk about that? That's like insurance you can buy if you're a hiker.
Really?
Is there?
Yeah, I forget. Maybe I wasn't here, but there's apparently some sort of a at the beginning of the season you could pay into a pool. That it's like $25 or $50 or something. You go into this pool, and if you're a hiker, and you belong to this group, if you get lost and they have to rescue you, they'll pay for that pool of money
rescue?
pays for the rescue,
Oh, cool.
and you don't have to do it. But I don't know if they have anything like that anywhere else.
I don't know.
Got an empty chair there, Joe.
Hi, hello. I'm trying to. Yeah, okay. A man was rescued off the coast of Falmouth
Yes.
during Monday's powerful storms.
Yep.
He's expected to recover. The Steamship Authority ferry, MV, Martha's Vineyard,
Yep.
Island Home spotted him. Oh, the ferry spotted him.
Yeah.
Around 3:20 in the afternoon while en route from Vineyard Haven to Woods Hole.
Yeah.
A Coast Guard rescue helicopter, more money,
Yeah.
was dispatched
Well,
from
that's what their job is.
Air Station Cape Cod, and the victim was rescued around 4:25. So he spent another good hour
Yeah.
in the water. It wasn't immediately clear how he ended up in the water, which is actually very cold at this time of year.
Yeah.
And but he's gonna be okay too.
Right.
So
Wow.
One of the stories I heard was that he fell off one of the previous ferries going, and on the way back, they spotted him.
oh, there he is.
Oh, that's the guy that fell off the boat. Well, I don't know how you would know somebody on a ferry fell off.
Splash. Maybe someone saw him.
Maybe, but you know what? If you've ever been on a ferry, if you hit one of those waves and go smash down, I could see where you would be thrown off your feet.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're not wearing a life jacket
No.
on the ferry. I mean, they
Nope.
have plenty of them on the boat, but you're just not wearing one.
No, because you're sitting there.
Unless someone throws one
Commuting.
to you.
Yeah.
And I just remember my high school days because our high school had a pool, so we had to take swim.
Yep.
And part of the swimming, we had to tread water for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You wouldn't know how long 10 minutes is until you have to survive
For 10 minutes, right?
for 10 minutes.
Right.
And you keep looking at the clock and say, another 6 minutes.
Right.
But an hour of at least more than an hour of
Right.
treading water.
In the ocean with
Yeah,
all those
in the
waves.
ocean.
Don't you think it's different because you're in a pool, right, with other people watching? So
Yeah.
you're like,
Yes.
you're not really panicking.
Well, no, I
You're
wasn't.
out in the ocean
if there's
by
a real
yourself.
Right.
I'm gone.
if there was a real issue,
I'd last
sure,
12 minutes,
I
12
could swing
seconds.
I can swim to the side of the pool and survive.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Okay, I'm going to fail the class, but I'm still alive.
Still alive.
Right.
Out on the ocean with the waves crashing on you.
Right.
And of course, in the pool, and it was a co-ed thing.
Yep.
But what do the boys like to do? Jump on each other.
Yeah.
It's like- and try to dunk you down. I'm just trying to live.
Just trying to survive.
So
That's
you go,
hazing. Huh.
I gotta get away from the group.
Yeah.
But don't go to the shallow end because you couldn't stand up.
That's
and
right.
And the
You fail.
The phys ed guy was watching you. Get back out there in the 6 foot.
Old Bruce Calvert.
That's right. He's passed away, hasn't he?
He has.
Yeah, he has. Okay.
Sad.
Ran the pool at Cumberland High School for
Pool's named
years and
after
years
him.
and years and years.
The Bruce Calvert Natatorium.
Is it pool?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
We've got a campaign to run, and we
Yeah.
named it after Bruce. Yep.
Great. Okay, we're going to take our first break here on the Coffee and program. More coming your way. We got a note to get to as well. You can call in yours at 766-1240.
First news and best variety of music. ON 1240.
You will always find great homemade food at one of the best restaurants in the Blackstone Valley, Missy's Family Restaurant, 801 Clinton Street in Woonsocket. They're open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week beginning at 6 a.m. and on Fridays they're open for dinner until 7 p.m. You can always get breakfast all day long at Missy's Family Restaurant. And don't forget about their award-winning Dynamites. Missy's Family Restaurant, 801 Clinton Street in Woonsocket.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
ON Worldwide.
We're back on Coffee and Joe Callahan here with Tim Draper and Robin Noter. And I forgot to ask Robin for a second message from not from Navigant, from St. Antoine Communities.
She's going to complain
If you
about
wanna
the height
give-
of the ATM
If you
machine or
want to
something.
give about Navigant, go right ahead. But let's get a second message, Robin, from the St. Antoine Communities.
Alrighty, so St. Antoine Community, we are a nonprofit and caring for others is the heart of everything we do. But as a nonprofit, our mission goes beyond our walls. So we love giving back to the community. So this month, we are excited to share 2 ways that you can join us in making a difference. So first of all, it's Socktober. Did you know that?
Socktober.
So we are collecting new socks or
I
monetary
didn't know that.
donations, and the socks are going to help keep our neighbors warm this winter, and all donations are going directly to the Community Care Alliance. And also, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you can stop by our pop-up shop in St. Antoine property to grab hats, baked goods, t-shirts, and more. Every purchase supports breast cancer awareness, and we're also accepting donations for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer event this month in Providence.
Yep.
All right, very good. All right, note called in, 766-1240. All right, Tim, you've talked about this the last couple of weeks. We want one more explanation. Here we
Okay.
go to Tim. Please explain why the new ATM card switch is being employed.
Yep.
And now they say it's because of cybersecurity. Is it because of cybersecurity?
Partly, yeah.
Okay. This person says, I've spoken to other Navigant members of this new directive, and no one likes it. Again, you are forcing members to adapt to this new policy. Do I have to remind you that nobody stops scams? Nobody. This is an unnecessary move by Navigant and will encounter problems. All right, Tim, just how do you respond to that?
I think I think change is hard for people. I certainly understand that. Cybersecurity this month is National Cybersecurity Month, by the way.
Very good.
And the bad guys are finding ways around, the network security all the time. And so we're always trying to upgrade and make sure that we're one step ahead of the bad guys so that we're protecting everybody's information. And the switch from MasterCard to Visa is really a back office process when you think about it. It's the way the payments travel between merchants and the financial services industries and back and forth. And, it's that level of protection that we're looking to try and make sure that we have the latest and greatest technology on. And we just felt when doing a review, which is our responsibility to look at all of our vendors from time to time and make sure that they are providing the best, what we feel is the best possible security and the best possible experience for our members. And in the review between Visa and MasterCard, because they are really just different processors, we felt that the MasterCard program was a better program from a security standpoint in the back office and from a member experience standpoint if you call their contact center if you have a problem with your card. And honestly, I think that the change, as much of a pain in the neck it is is no different really than if we were to just replace your Visa card that expired, right? If your Visa card expires, you're having a credit and debit card, which was a Visa card previously. If we replace that,
The number
it's got
changes,
the
right?
number changes.
Okay.
There's a new CVV code on the back. You still have to contact some of your merchants and say, "Hey, I got a new card,
Update the
and
card.
please update the information." So I would look at this whole transition as just getting a new debit card and just having to do the same things that you would normally do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And we replace cards on a proactive basis because it makes sense from a security standpoint that your number's been out there for 3 years, and we don't really want that to happen for much longer than that. So it's good practice to be reviewing our vendors from time to time. And yet the credit union made the switch to MasterCard. They're both good services. We felt that MasterCard provided a little bit better service for our members and for our back office staff. So, we certainly understand that change is not easy. We're not getting a
sometimes
lot of
necessary.
complaints, but sometimes necessary. And quite honestly, I think in the long run, it's a better product for our members, and it's going to be a better experience for them down the road. And we're hoping that we catch a whole lot more potential fraud than we see today, and that's always a challenge. So,
All right, thanks for explaining that, Tim. Very good. Now, ICE agents were in Providence yesterday, and weren't they involved in a car accident?
yeah, saw that. Jeez.
On the corner of Raymond Street and Chalkstone Avenue.
Right.
I know Chalkstone Ave pretty well, but Raymond Street, I'm not quite
They
sure
didn't
where that
cause
is.
the accident.
No, they're waiting at the intersection, and the civilian vehicle entered the intersection, hit the ICE vehicle.
Right.
Now, no one's injured, no arrests either,
Right.
or a summons on the person that hit the car have been issued.
Yeah.
So, okay. Brett Smiley, the mayor of Providence, released a statement saying he's aware of what the incident involving the ICE agents, and he understands these are anxious times for many in the community. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's what took place in Providence.
Did they say that the car with the agents didn't have any lights or anything like that, or did they? Were they?
Well, it was at 1 in the afternoon, so...
Yeah, but I mean like
like
police
flashing lights?
Yeah, like identification, like police
I don't know
lights.
if they have any.
I don't know either.
From what I've seen.
But
ICE
did
agents.
they go through an intersection they weren't supposed to go through? Did they run a red light? Does it
The
say
ICE
any of that stuff in it?
SUV was reportedly struck by a civilian vehicle as it entered the intersection. So it sounds like the civilian vehicle was entering the intersection and hit the
Yeah,
ICE vehicle.
yeah, possible.
And it looks like, since there's no arrests or summons, it looks like it wasn't done on purpose.
Right, it wasn't done on purpose, but now we're going to make
So-
it purpose-driven.
Well, some people
Are gonna try to make it
try to
purpose-driven.
do that. So,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
Well, that's what took place. The excitement in Providence yesterday.
Providence, ooh.
All right. Up in Massachusetts, lawmakers who craft the state budget are calling on the Inspector General to investigate the finances of county sheriffs. The request comes after the sheriffs requested only $162 million to cover overspending, and lawmakers are refusing to release the funds without a full audit.
So Massachusetts has an inspector general. Huh. Rhode Island, do we have one? I don't
No.
believe we do.
No. Some people want it, and
That's
others
right.
are
Some
fight
people think
against it.
it would be a good thing.
Okay, the sheriffs indicate that the overspending is most likely linked to payroll costs. They are also blaming the cost of drug rehab programs and free calls for inmates. We do have that in Massachusetts, which bugs me like no end. That they can just walk up to the... I want to make a phone call. All right, okay, here you go.
Really? It's that simple?
Oh, I don't know how simple it is. I don't know anyone that's incarcerated.
Yeah, there you go.
But if it's well, who are they calling? Besides that, okay, they're calling their lawyer. That's different. They're calling family members. But are they calling? I need to talk to someone in Hawaii.
Yeah, probably talking to the
Who's picking up
To
the
the
tab
voice
for the
of
long
girls?
distance call?
Yeah.
Besides me.
their posses, their
Yeah.
friends.
All right. So, we had a professor at Brown University won the Nobel Prize for Economics. Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
They gave it to him because he explained innovation-driven economic growth. All right.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's a Brown University economics professor emeritus, Peter Howitt,
Yeah.
or Howitt, Howitt, and he'll get his prize in December when they give him out in Stockholm.
They get cash, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and it's
Besides
unrestricted grant money. They can do whatever they want to do with
that
it.
nice little medal they get.
And
too.
a cool little medal.
So-
That was a Nobel Prize winner.
So that took place. That was announced yesterday. So good, good for him. no more information on that plane crash that took place in Dartmouth, Massachusetts,
Yeah,
other
that
than the
was-
couples from Middletown. They were taken off from New Bedford Regional Airport. We got yesterday that they were going to Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
On a personal
That guy
thing.
was an experienced pilot.
Which makes you wonder why you were up in that weather.
Well, I mean, that was that's a very sophisticated airplane.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it's a high performance airplane. It's 300 horsepower engine. I mean, it's a turboprop, so it's
Okay.
it's a jet with a propeller on it, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And the instrumentation is in there. It's pressurized, so you can fly at high altitudes.
But not up where the jets are.
Yeah, 30,000 feet.
That's okay?
Yeah.
FAA says that's okay? All right.
Yeah, with traffic, with clearance.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be cleared in the areas. But at first I thought, why was a guy flying in that kind of weather?
That's the first thing.
That was the first thing I thought. Could it have been a wind shear situation where wind shear forced the plane down? But they were talking about him having some problems climbing out. Like the airplane was not
Ascending?
at full power, trying to get out. And so that, then you start thinking, well, maybe it was mechanical. Maybe it wasn't necessarily pilot judgment or pilot error.
Any word on whether or not he was trying to turn around and go back?
No,
about
that
that?
one of the procedures, if you are in an emergency situation like that and you're already taken off the ground, is you're supposed to actually continue to fly straight ahead with your best glide speed and then look for a place to land 30 degrees either side of your field of vision so
Okay.
that the plane can land. My guess is he was trying to make the highway, but
And not the median?
did not have enough altitude. I think they hit the trees first.
Probably
They
did.
came through the forest because as I looked at that in the morning, I'm like, where are the wings? That was just the fuselage of the plane. That thing must have gone through the trees and pulled the wings off, and then he hit the highways and then ended
Which
up in
would
the
make
median.
sense because someone on the ground in a
Right.
car.
I think the
had to go to the
plane
hospital.
probably hit the car from the side,
Yeah.
and then spun it into the median, and then the plane just came over.
Is that person okay? The car?
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
went to the hospital, but they had
Yeah.
non-life-threatening
Boy, can you?
injuries.
That's not the way you want to start the morning.
No.
No. And they removed the fuselage yesterday.
Yeah, took it off the-
Either
yep.
the NTSB or the FAA.
Yeah,
Take it away.
yep.
Do a little more investigating on that. All right.
That's just it's a sad. So apparently, those people were very well known in the Newport community
On
in
Aquidneck Island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were philanthropists, and he was a builder of some very high-end homes with his
co-founder
mother-in-law.
of Kirby Perkins Construction.
Yeah, yeah. They
she
did
was
some
a personal
beautiful
trainer.
work. Yep. Yep.
So yeah, he would go in and like redo inside like the mansions.
Renovate. Yep. You do all renovations.
So he's got
And
money.
builders.
He's got
Yeah.
money.
That plane ain't cheap either.
No, I bet not. All right. If you got nothing to do this coming weekend, make your plans now. It's No King's Day again.
No King's Day.
You haven't heard about this?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have.
The protests are coming.
Yep. Oh, good.
And they're all around Rhode Island. So pick your place. They'll be at
Well, I
the
don't know.
state.
I think William and Catherine will be a great king and queen. Personally, I'm kind of excited for the whole King's Day thing.
We start at the State House, and then everything is south. There's nothing. There's nothing.
Nothing north.
Not
huh?
officially planned, I would say, up here.
Yeah.
But we got all your swell towns: Barrington, East Greenwich, East Providence, Little Compton, North Kingstown, Portsmouth, Tiverton, and my favorite, they're going to have one on Block Island. All three people are going to get together.
Is anybody really surprised?
I'm surprised
Those
they're
are the
having.
towns.
I'm surprised they're having it on Block Island. There's really not much to do. Maybe that's why there's not much to do on Block Island besides indulge.
Let's gather and have a beverage.
That's
Salute
about
to the
it.
No King.
Especially in the off season.
Yeah.
We're in the off season down there. So hey, something to do. All right. So
there you go.
I guess there's an actual website. No Kings something. I don't actually have it here. So start with nokings.com and see where it goes if you want to see. But it's a nationwide thing. It's taking place this coming Saturday. They say it's going to be a nonviolent protest. Okay.
Probably.
It'll start out that way. The last one they had was nonviolent and went okay. So, so there you go. It's not happening in Smithfield, Robin. So nothing to worry about. I'll try
Barrington.
Barrington. Hang out with those people down there. All right. Let's see. They did have. Speaking of ICE, they did have another situation in Everett, Massachusetts. Now it's a he said she said thing because they arrested a 13-year-old. And now ICE says, he was in possession of a gun and a knife.
Yeah.
And now the mayor of Everett, Carlo DeMaria, says, no, he didn't have a gun. So now it's, who do you believe?
Yeah.
And now it's back and forth.
If he
Did
had a
get
gun
the right
and he had a
information?
knife, that was enough to arrest him. And then if he was undocumented, well then, okay.
And the knife was between 6 and 7 inches long.
Yeah.
That's according to ICE.
That's a big knife.
Yep. He was arrested last week while
And he's 13.
investigated a school threat, and he's got actually a pretty long rap sheet. He's a very violent kid.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
He was processed at the police station. He was taken into custody by ICE. They transferred him to Virginia. For some reason, the first story he had, he was like down in Mississippi or somewhere, but he didn't go that far. He went to Virginia. There was a vigil last night at Everett City Hall. People demanding, because he's in the 7th grade, his release. But
what are they going to do with him when he comes back?
Put him back in school. Because
he carries knives and has
guns?
got a rap sheet and he's dangerous. Let's do that. That seems like a really smart idea.
Well,
let's put the violent guy back into school.
Where do you think he belongs?
I don't know, but he's 13.
I know. So where are we going to put him?
Okay, not back in the school where he can do all the damage to the other students in the school.
I don't think there's appropriate placement for these kind of.
I think you're right. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Rhode Island has the training school. Mass must have something similar.
You got to think.
But you have to be a convicted whatever to go to that school.
Well, if he's got a rap sheet, if he's already got a rap sheet, there should be something. There should be some interventions. It just sounds like somebody doesn't want to deal with it, so they just put him back in school.
All right, break time once again here in the Coffee and program. More coming your way, and it's time for the weather forecast, which is brought to you by Compassion International.
Partly sunny skies today with a high near 63 degrees and a light northwest wind. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight low of 37 degrees. Thursday's weather, sunshine and 55. Friday, sunshine and 60. Saturday, sunny skies and 63. Sunday, mostly sunny and 67. Monday, rain is likely, mostly cloudy and 64. And Tuesday, partial sunshine, high of 63 degrees.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, under partly mostly sunny skies, we have 51 degrees. Thousands of kids in poverty have waited over a year for a sponsor, and their wait today. Become a Compassion sponsor. Text radio to 83393.
Krakow Deli Bakery Smokehouse offers authentic homemade Polish food to make your next meal special. Try our many varieties of hot and fresh pierogies with onions and what they call dirty sour cream. Or pick up golubki, kielbasa, babkas, or some fresh rye bread. We also offer a large selection of specialty and imported foods. Open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 9 in the morning till 6 p.m., Wednesdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays from 8 to 5 p.m. It's Krakow Deli Bakery Smokehouse. Follow us on Facebook and learn about our weekly specials. Located at 855 Social Street, Woonsocket, Krakow Deli Bakery Smokehouse has all the authentic Polish foods you love.
People choose cremation over a casket burial for any number of reasons. Cultural or religious tradition, personalization, simplicity, cost, and time are just some of the reasons. But only you can decide if it's the right decision for you or your loved one. Annette at the Beraducci Funeral Home and Cremation Care Center can answer your questions about the cremation process to see if it's the right decision for you. Beraducci Funeral Home and Cremation Care Center, Spring Street, Woonsocket. Visit ProvidenceCremation.com.
WOON Woonsocket Radio, ON AM and FM.
It's Coffee and here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us this Wednesday morning. I'm Joe Callahan here with Robin Noter and Tim Draper. And Tim, time for first message from the St. Antoine communities.
So from
Navigant Credit
our
Union.
continuum of services in the banking industry. I want to talk a little bit about Cybersecurity Week, Cybersecurity Month, excuse me. That is very important, as we talked about earlier with our debit card program. Cybersecurity is an important thing for you to be proactive at. So if you are if you're receiving phone calls and texts and emails and all kinds of weird things that just don't make sense to you, and it's from our financial institution or any other financial institution, and they're asking you to provide numbers or call phone numbers or press links, we highly suggest that you don't do that. If you are concerned that you may be missing something, which is always a possibility, we suggest you look the number up online. In our case, it's 233-4700, and just give us a call and ask to speak to one of our representatives in the contact center and say, hey, listen, I got this. Should I be suspicious? And we'll let you know whether we're trying to reach out to you or not. Chances are we are not. So it's all about being vigilant, folks, and not falling for the bad guys. And by the way, The bad guys will try to make it very urgent, like there's a real need for you to do this right away because we've blocked a transaction, or somebody's trying to sign into your account, or a variety of other issues and other reasons why they want you to call. We, again, suggest you reach out to us and ask the question, and then we'll give you the right answer. And if you're interested in a little more information, on November 5th, we're having a cybersecurity awareness event at the Lodge at Diamond Hill in Cumberland. We're getting a lot of people signed up. I'll try to find Amanda's number here, and if I don't have it, I'll get it on the next segment. But we'd love for you to join us. We'll have some expert panelists from around the state, from the state police, our own chief security officer, who is a former state police lieutenant in charge of cybersecurity crimes at the state police. He's now on board with us, Rich Patazik, great guy. And, you can ask a million questions if you want. That's what we'll be there for that day. So I'll get you the details on my next segment, and we hope that you'll join us for that.
All right, Tim, thanks. All right, just take a look at other things that happened on Monday morning. I guess this is lucky that it was a holiday on Monday, because there was a tractor-trailer accident on the Southeast Expressway. On I-93 in Boston. It's under investigation. An Amazon truck jackknifed around 3.
That's why my package is late.
That's right, around 3 in the morning. The vehicle was moved. Crews worked to clean up the fuel spill from the truck, and 3 lanes of traffic reopened by about 6:30 in the morning. But imagine if it was a regular work day.
But not everybody had that day off. That's the other thing too.
True.
There was like half the workforce was off and half wasn't.
Yeah, it's one of those in between holidays.
Yeah, they give you like a floating holiday later on down the road.
I've worked for companies that said, okay, if you work on Columbus Day, we'll give you the day after Thanksgiving off. And most people want that.
Right.
I'll take the 4-day weekend in
yeah.
November rather than
100%.
the 3-day one here in October.
You bet.
So, okay. Channel 5 reported one person was taken to the hospital after that crash, probably the driver of the Amazon truck.
Yeah.
Doesn't say. Well, the storm was going on, so maybe the wind just kind of, helped the truck jackknife. And there was a mishap at the Logan Airport. Flying is always an adventure as it is. But nothing worse than when the plane is stopped and you're boarding the plane, and then something hits the plane.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
While people were boarding the Delta Airlines flight that was going to Dublin, Ireland, the plane was hit and damaged by a dolly and a cargo container.
Yeah.
The incident was caused by a strong airflow called a jet blast when an Emeritus aircraft was pushing away from the gate.
Emirates.
Emirates.
Emeritus, like Bishop Emeritus, isn't that Emirates?
It's a capital E.
Yeah, Emirates Airlines.
Oh,
Emirates
okay. I thought it was a country.
No, it's a Saudi Arabian airline.
Oh, okay. Emirates?
Emirates.
Okay.
Like
Emirates
the United
aircraft.
Arab Emirates.
Okay. The aircraft was pushing away from the gate, so they created a jet blast, which pushed the dolly and the cargo container into the Delta airline airplane. There were no injuries, and Delta said, I love this, most of its 122 passengers were booked onto other flights because the plane got damaged.
Yeah.
Within 24 hours.
Oh, that just stinks.
And the rest were not booked.
That's right. The rest are still here in Boston.
And so how do you decide who goes first to Dublin? Do we go by first class and then onto economy?
It's an interesting point. Whoever gets to the gate first.
But you're all
they're all on the plane.
So someone's still on the plane.
Right.
And then you get rocked. It's like, okay, everybody's got to get off the plane.
Well,
then go stand in line.
I would think there's some financial remuneration in there.
I'm sure.
I would think so. Maybe people who would rather take the money and I don't need to go to Ireland.
How many? Unless you live there, but how many flights from Boston to Dublin are taking off every day?
There's got to be a few, I bet.
Maybe okay.
Boston,
but they're already booked with people on it.
Well, that's the point.
Going
this
there,
is.
so.
Have you traveled anywhere on any sort of public transport? Like I was on the train last week, Amtrak down to Philadelphia, which is why I wasn't here last Wednesday. Now I've enjoyed Amtrak a lot. They've done a very good. Acela is a great way to get to New York City. It's 3 hours. You jump on a train, but I always go with my wife and another couple, and we go to Broadway, and it's always fun. So we get a table and we play cards and. We have some fun. We converse back and forth, get a glass of wine. It's a fun trip. But I was traveling alone.
Okay.
So I booked my...
Still on the Acela?
Still on the Acela.
Okay.
In business class. I booked a trip. I picked a seat that I wanted facing forward. And it was 2 seats, not a table. So I wouldn't... Okay, great. Well, just like the airlines, Amtrak cancels that train.
Oh, boy.
And then they rebook me on another Acela about an hour later. So it's Acela, and it's still business class. But now I'm at a table,
With other
facing
people?
backwards
With other people?
with other people. And I'm like, so I go to try to fix it on the app. I can't. Then I call Amtrak, and the nice woman on the other side is like, oh, there's not a lot of seats on this train. I'm like, okay, well, find me something facing forward. I said, if I have to sit at a table, I'll sit at a table, but I got to face forward. Otherwise, I'm going to be barfing on the person behind me or in front of me. So she gets me all set up. I'm at a table. But again, it's people you don't know.
Yeah.
This woman in front of me, young girl in front of me, right, college student probably, takes her shoes off. And then she's sprawled out in front of me. And I'm like, I'm curled up with my feet under my chair for 4 hours now to Philadelphia. I'm like, I hate this.
You should have taken your shoes off.
Yeah.
and way
I
back
should
there.
have. Robin, you're 100% right. I should have been
Put
a
them on
real
the
jerk.
put 'em on the table.
You put them on the table, right, with then the other two people next to me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? This. And then on the way back, this is just another weird Amtrak tale. So on my app, they have my seat that I'm in. I'm like, okay, this is great. But then they give you the thing you can add to your Apple Wallet, the boarding pass that you can add to your Apple Wallet.
okay,
So
yeah.
I download the boarding pass. The boarding pass has a different seat number on it. So I go to the Amtrak personnel. I go to the farthest car I can go to because I think it's the boarding pass. That's the one I'm supposed to go to. I look at the guy. I said, listen, there's two different numbers here. Which one is the right one? He goes, well, go look at that seat. If there's somebody in it, then go to the other one. Swear to God.
Thank you.
I'm like, you are super helpful. Thank you very much. I
I
appreciate
didn't
that.
think of that.
What's
myself.
your name? I'm going to send an
Yeah.
email.
What happens if both seats are full?
Stand?
Yeah,
Um,
I'll go to the dining car and just sit there at the table.
Wow, that's funny. If
Oh,
someone's
man.
sitting
So
there, go
just like the
somewhere else.
airlines, Amtrak can have the same problem.
issues.
It's just packed. Everything is packed.
Packed all the
Everything is
time.
fully sold out. I'm like, wow.
Well, Amtrak's done some advertising, and they
have.
say, "Hey, come take us."
Well, the newest. First of all, it is a fun trip. I like it. I enjoy it. The train is comfortable. It's clean. And if you get in a quiet car, it's great because nobody's screaming or anything like that. I do enjoy taking the train down. I thought it would be a little bit more efficient than if I was going to go to the airport because to go to Philly, I can go out of Providence. So you can get there 30 minutes ahead of time, 45 minutes ahead of time. You can get on the plane and fly down in an
50-minute
hour,
flight.
55-minute flight. Get off, get to the hotel. I mean, it's still 4.5 hours no matter what
So
I
you're taking
do.
the train to Philly too?
I took the train to Philly, yeah.
Out of Providence.
Out of Providence. Yeah.
So-
Because the train goes to Washington.
And how long does that take you?
4 hours.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And how many
4 hours
stops
and 10 minutes.
on the Acela? New York City.
We had 2 in Connecticut, New York City, one more in New York, or one in New Jersey, and then to Philly.
Okay.
So it's
not bad.
if it's a Acela, it's an express. So you're really not stopping all the different. It's not the regional. Regional stops everywhere up
Right.
and down. But I wanted to get on that new Acela because they have the new next gen Acelas, which are supposed to be even nicer than the ones that they have on the lines now, but slightly more expensive, and there's not enough of them yet. So there's not as many.
What's the cost comparison to flying?
Flying was like $500
Okay.
for a round trip flight
Philly.
to Philly,
All right.
and I
That's
think the
outrageous.
train was
That's
like
so high.
$280.
Yeah. Well, almost
290.
half price. Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely much more efficient to much more.
All right. Was that going to Philly? You had that issue?
Going to Philly had the issue.
What
with
about
the
coming
whole,
back?
Coming back was the one with the hey, where's my seat?
where's my
I'll
seat?
go to the other. Go look at the other one. Which so both trips had some sort of weird.
Was someone
thing
sitting
in
in
it,
your seat?
but- Yeah, the first one that I thought with the boarding pass.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, there's somebody in that seat. Now I gotta walk to the other end of the train because I was in car 2 versus 6. So I'm walking with my suitcase and backpack through the aisle. There's one lady in the middle who's got a monster suitcase. I'm like, are you trying to put that up on top? Because that's like
It's
a
never gonna
full-size
fit.
suitcase. So I'm 3 people behind me going this way, 2 people behind her going the other way, and she's got this monster suitcase. And
Blocking
goes,
the whole
oh, I guess I don't know what to do. Like, clearly you have no idea what to do. So
Wow.
I'm like, well, listen, there's fewer people behind you that way. Maybe these nice people would just kind of, but everybody's in their seats, so it's not like you can just get out of the aisle. It's
Yeah.
not that easy.
Yeah.
So they had to
Wow.
walk backwards. She walked back with her cart, put it in the thing. And I'm like, oh, this is just it's a show, man. It's a hot mess, as we say.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. Before we take our next break, former Massachusetts governor and Utah senator from Utah, Mitt Romney, his sister-in-law was murdered. Oh,
really?
Heard that? Yeah. She is from L.A., Santa Clarita, California. Homicide investigations going on. A woman identified as 64-year-old Carrie Elizabeth Romney was found dead in a parking garage. Romney just shared a statement to People magazine regarding the death of Carrie, whom he said, quote, brought warmth and love to all our lives, unquote. Noted the family's request for privacy during this difficult time. The medical examiner's office will determine her cause of death, so we don't know what it is, but they are ruling it a homicide.
Well, that's
So,
too bad.
wow,
He's
that's
not a
just-
senator anymore, right? He's done?
As former for both.
Former for both.
governor and for senator from Utah. So, wow.
I think he would have been a good president.
So, possibly. So, all right, we're going to take another break here on the Coffee and Program. So, Tim, it's time for a second message. See, I did it right this time. From Navigant Credit Union.
Oh, I told you I would get you the phone number for that. So our cybersecurity seminar at the Lodge at Diamond Hill in Cumberland is on November 5th at 10 in the morning. If you'd like to sign up, you can contact Amanda LaRose at 233-3108. 233-3108. Just tell her you would like to come to the seminar on the 5th. She'll take some quick information from you. There's no charge. There's no cost to coming. I'm sure that she'll have some refreshments there that day. So we encourage you to go if you want to learn a little bit more about how to protect yourself against those bad guys out there in the world. And then if you're interested in talking about opening up any accounts that you'd like with the credit union, we have a full array of every banking type relationship you can possibly have: loans, savings accounts, money markets, wealth management services. You name it, and we are a full-service credit union with some great digital and online tools that I fully use when I go out and when I do shopping. I totally use my Apple Wallet. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about that, you can visit us at navigantcu.org. Or if you want to come in, talk to Christian in Woonsocket, please do, in the Park Square branch. He's got a great team over there. Or you can always call the contact center, and you will always get to a person who is alive and who is in Smithfield. So,
All right.
please do.
Thanks, Tim. More Coffee Ends coming your way. Stick around.
You're tuned to ON, AM, and FM.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-230-2777. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-230-2777 or biglou.com.
ON Radio.
We were on Coffee In here on ON Radio. Joe Callahan here with Robin Noter and Tim Draper. Well, Halloween coming up soon. Do you know what the most popular Halloween costume for this year is?
Donald
I
Trump?
think it's Ozzy
No.
Osbourne.
No. There is a site online called Frightgeist.
Yeah,
Like Poltergeist,
Yes.
the Frightgeist, and they keep tabs on these kind of things, on the most popular Halloween costumes in the nation. The site uses search data from Google Trends to determine which costumes are coming up most often in a given city. So nationally, the top 5 most popular costumes for 2025
Taylor Swift.
are all from K-pop demon hunters.
Isn't that one of those Japanese anime things?
Yes.
I think it's Korean, actually.
Oh, Korean?
That's where the K is coming
Oh,
from.
K-pop?
Yeah, that's it.
What do I know?
Not J-pop.
Not J-pop.
Labubu,
Labubu.
Labubu, the highly sought-after collectible dolls, also ranks high for popular costumes for kids, dogs, and overall decor.
Wow. My grandkids are not old enough yet to do those things, and
okay.
my kids are old enough to not care.
Not do that anymore.
So
Okay.
I'm not in that pop culture at the moment.
We're right in the.
I am in
we're
the old
falling through
person.
the-
I'm in the old person
falling through the
category that
cracks.
doesn't know anything about pop culture right now.
All right. We had the story last week. What is still the most popular Halloween candy in the United States?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is right.
I love them.
I
Nationally,
think I beat out last
They're
year.
the
no?
best.
they are still number one.
They are.
Different candies in different states.
Yep.
And because Skittles is big in Florida,
Yeah.
and I think it's because it's so hot. We don't want the chocolate mess on your fingers,
Oh,
so
maybe.
Skittles don't
Yeah.
melt.
True.
You know what I'm not happy about is they put
What?
the Oreo cookie,
Yeah.
which is
Have you tried it?
top one favorite, Reese Cup tied for favorite. Put them together, it ruins the whole
Does it?
experience. for
Really?
them.
They put the two together?
They put an
You can
Oreo
buy
and
them
a Reese
together.
Cup,
Yeah. I haven't tried it yet, but
I might have to give that a whirl.
There's one no.
Kinda like them
you don't
both.
like it?
No.
No?
All right,
like the original.
that's our homework. We're gonna go try them.
Try
out.
those
We'll
out.
talk about them. You know what I have noticed about Halloween this year, and maybe
What's that?
it's just been building up more so than ever. It's the front lawn decorations.
Oh my
they're huge.
gosh.
They're massive, and they're these huge displays. Now, I know at Christmas time, people like to put the lights out and all this other stuff. This takes Christmas decorating to a whole new level of theme.
There's a house in Smithfield that has gone a little too crazy because there is no theme anymore. They've just gone out. They look like the Home Depot section of Halloween. They just have giant skeleton like I'm telling you, it's every one for the past 10 years.
Oh, my goodness. It's crazy. I've never seen so much Halloween decoration in my life.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Well, that's what I think when I drive by homes like that.
But
I go,
there's-
well, that's $300, and that's
Yeah.
$300.
They've
and
got
that's
these new.
$300.
They've got these new, scary, odd men that are like 12 feet tall.
Yes.
So
And,
where-
and
where
they're
do you-
staked to the ground. Like,
Yeah.
how do they solve?
Where do you keep it in the off season?
That's what
That's
I
a-
want to
yeah,
know. This
that's a good
particular
question.
house I'm talking about does not have a garage.
Well, how much-
Where is this house?
Where are you putting it?
It's not even
The rest of the
inflatable,
year.
right?
No, it's the big men. That,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well, people love doing that.
People
okay.
love Halloween. Good for them.
We had last week because they did it up in Alaska. What they do up there is they do a contest. You got to pick a bear.
Oh, yeah.
The bear that makes
That bear contest?
Yeah, that gains the most amount of weight before
Yep.
they go into hibernation. And somebody won, and the bear weighed well over 1,000 pounds. So but in Oregon,
I don't know how you identify the bear. That's a whole thing.
I think they must tag it
Yeah.
somehow. But anyway, in Oregon, going on right now is a bear eat-a-thon. Now it sounds like we're eating the bears.
It does.
It's not.
The bears are
The
eating
bears,
fish.
the bears are eating. So that's the eat-a-thon going on. And they're telling people you got to be on the lookout. The Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife says this is the time of year when it's especially important to keep garbage cans locked up, remove outside pet food, birdseed, and poultry feed because bears right now are spending around 20 hours a day looking for food and eating.
Yeah, because they got to hibernate.
4 hours of sleep, and then we're back up chowing down.
Yeah.
And they're going to eat
day
anything.
It does sound like the best day ever. And I sleep in a pile of ice cream in the morning or something like that. That'd be great.
Black bears in Oregon live along the coast in the Cascades and in the Blue Mountains, and owners of short-term rentals, like your Airbnbs,
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
are reminded that they need to warn their guests about they need to be bear aware.
Right. Bear aware.
So be on the lookout because they're coming for food.
Yeah.
So, wow. You know, and down in Memphis is having some tough times as of late. But now, 2 of their officers with the Memphis Police Department were let go, were fired from their duties. They're drag racing. I don't know if they're doing it on duty. That would be
I was
bad.
going to say in cruisers.
Records show that Albert Green and Raphael Willingham were charged on Sunday by the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Troopers say the men were pulled over after they sped toward the squad car until they realized, oops, state trooper.
Yeah. That's exactly the way I feel when I'm driving up 93 in New Hampshire. Oops, that's a state police officer.
Memphis police is currently investigating the matter. So it doesn't. Oh, they are in this. They sped toward the squad car, so it doesn't say they were on duty.
Were they drunk?
Doing this doesn't say that either.
But were they in their squad cars?
It doesn't say. I wish it did. But they were screaming at the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Oops, that's a state trooper. And you got to keep your eye up in New Hampshire. It's kind of sometimes it's tough to spot the state troopers in New Hampshire because the cars are green.
Yeah, they're green.
And they blend in with the
greenery.
just the greenery around the trees.
I will tell you, Waze, as we've talked about many times on the show, is really good at notifying
Letting you know?
when there's police in an area. So,
And then you
I
can
do
go,
that.
yeah, they're still here.
Yeah, I guess still here, not here. They've moved.
All right. In case you plan on going down to New York City, want to see a Broadway show? The union representing musicians on Broadway have authorized a strike.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. The musicians have been trying to negotiate a new contract, and sticking points appear to be over wages and health care benefits. No word yet if a strike will happen, but on Monday it was authorized through a vote and would impact a lot of shows if a strike happens. Meanwhile, the Broadway League has been struggling to get a new contract in place for actor and stage manager union. A mediator is being brought in on Friday for their negotiations.
Well.
So things might go dark on Broadway.
We
you
go
have
in
tickets?
April. We go whenever we go in April.
And did you hear Apple TV Plus drop the plus?
Did they?
Why?
No, they're not pluses anymore?
They're just Apple TV.
Well, that's the way it was originally, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. They had major discussions about it, Robin.
The Plus cost too much money.
And that's what they came up with. They made a big announcement on Monday. We're dropping the Plus.
It's now minus.
No, we can't do that.
Of the Plus.
And we talked about it yesterday, and we thought maybe there's just too many streaming services that say
Plus.
Plus.
There's
Like
Paramount Plus, Discovery Plus,
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
We gotta separate from all the Plus people.
Right. Oh.
So
What
there
did
you
the
go.
Plus do?
I think it's
I don't
added
know.
benefits to the Apple streaming service.
Well, at least they thought so.
I think.
So I don't know, but anyway, that happened yesterday.
Apple Plus Music Plus.
So, one of your favorite actors, Tim? I don't know. Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
He's in trouble.
Well, listen,
What did he do?
I will say if he would just shut up on everything else in the world, I
just
think he's a pretty good
entertain
actor.
us.
Right?
And
Just
just
entertain.
entertain us,
Hunt for
yeah.
Red October was
Yeah, I
I
do
think
like
one of his
him.
best movies ever.
So was Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice was pretty funny too, but
All right. No injuries for either Alec Baldwin or his brother Stephen
Oh, yeah, I heard
after
about
they had a car accident in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
On Monday, Alec Baldwin was driving in East Hampton. He said in a video when he claimed a garbage truck cut him off, forcing him to crash into a tree. It's the garbage truck's fault. The garbage truck company denies any fault. Ooh, we're gonna have a battle here in court.
Right.
The Baldwins were there for the Hamptons International Film Festival. Video shows the brothers talking with police. Baldwin thanked them in the video. No report of any citations.
well,
for anybody.
Alex's poor wife Hilaria, a.k.a. Hillary,
Okay.
she was thrown off of Dancing with the Stars last week, so
that's
they're
a
probably
blame.
in
Know
mourning.
that. Do you watch it?
My wife watches it, so as I
used to
sit
watch
there
it
on
a
the
long time
TV.
ago, yeah.
Listen, all I know is that Robert Irwin's on it this time around from
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
the son
yeah.
of Steve Irwin,
Steve
the
Irwin's
Crocodile
son,
Hunter.
yeah.
Good?
His sister won it a few
Oh.
years ago.
Bindi?
Right?
Oh, yeah,
Bindi.
yeah.
Bindi
I
won
didn't know
Dancing with
that.
the Stars
I
a
didn't
few
know
years
she
ago.
did
She
that.
was phenomenal. Well, this kid,
He can dance too.
he can dance too. I'm like, where does the talent in this family come from?
Well, from mom.
Maybe.
You didn't see Steve dance when he was
No,
wrestling
you did. He
alligators.
was wrestling alligators. But this kid, Robert, has a lot of great personality. Just
like his dad.
like his dad. His dad had a lot.
great
He was a big personality. Yeah.
Tim talked about being on the train. I don't think this happened when you were on the train going down to Philadelphia, but authorities say a man died after exiting a moving elevated train on Chicago's South Side.
Well, you don't.
We're just going to jump off the plane.
You don't exit it.
Train.
You don't exit it while it's moving.
Police say a 44-year-old man was on a CTA Red Line train on Tuesday when he forced the doors open to get off the train while it was moving.
Okay.
And guess what?
He died.
He hit the third rail.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Oh,
guess what happens then?
That's
you
messy.
get fried.
Yes.
Whose fault is that? It's
Well,
not
it's his.
Yeah, it's not the subway's fault.
Pronounced,
the train's
dead,
fault.
pronounced dead at the scene.
Yeah. Well,
Chicago
third
police
rail's
are,
bad.
are conducting a death investigation. You ever see the movie The Taking of Pelham 1, 2,
yeah.
3?
Yeah.
First one or the second one?
First
First
one.
one.
With Walter Matthau?
Yeah.
That one. That's how Robert Shaw kills.
Yeah.
Oops, spoiler alert. Robert Shaw kills himself. I said,
He stood there, right? He stood
Yeah,
at the
like,
stood at the thing and then touched the rail.
touching with his
purposely.
foot. I'm
Yeah.
like, yikes. And he,
What a shocker.
Yeah.
Dad humor.
That is a great movie, by the way. Never saw the update. With,
I didn't see
with
the second one either.
With John Travolta and Denzel Washington.
Right, didn't see that.
John Travolta's he's Robert Shaw.
Yeah.
In the movie, so I don't know how good he's gonna be. All right, a prison guard in Austin, Texas, has been fired. He was smuggling spicy chicken wings into the lockup.
Of all the things
Not drugs.
you could be caught.
I don't
Spicy
think
chicken
you
wings
should
is what
fire
you're going to
him.
be. Oh, don't fire him for that.
That's silly.
Well, it's against the rules.
Oh, yes, it is.
Amos
Suspend
Silly
him.
rule.
Amos Yornway has also been criminally charged for the incident, which happened back in August. The arrest report says the 25-year-old was paid to sneak in the snack, but it does not say how much he was paid or how many.
Were they boneless?
Did he have to
I
back
don't
him?
know.
Because if they were bone in, then it's entirely possible he was bringing in like a shank.
Oh, right.
Yes, I agree.
Right?
Boneless, I think we should get him
Right.
back.
Boneless is a suspension.
Well, the sheriff
Bone in,
the
fire.
sheriff disagrees with you. The sheriff says in a statement that it was, quote, a foolish decision.
Yeah, well,
You cannot bring
No, I
food
want-
from the outside
I want some chicken wings now.
into prisons. That's a bad thing. So.
okay. I'll try not to do that next time I go to jail.
Do you know Mel Gibson's making another movie about Jesus Christ?
Is he really?
Yeah. What was it? What was the one? he
Passion
made?
of the Christ was the
Passion
one
of
he
the
made,
Christ.
yeah.
Okay. The new one, Resurrection of the Christ.
because the Passion, that movie ended
When
before
Jesus died?
Easter. Right. It ended
Okay.
with him on the cross, and there was never the follow-up.
Okay.
No, here it is.
It's filming in Italy right now, and if you've seen the Passion of the Christ, you might go, Jesus looks different.
Oh, a different guy?
It's a different actor.
Yeah.
It's a actor from Finland, a Finnish actor, Jaakko Otenin. He's taking over the role from Jim Caviezel, who starred in the 2004 Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
The new installment will be split into 2 films. Of course, they want more money. Both set to release in 2027. The entire film has been recast. Well, everybody's older.
True.
Has been recast as it takes place 3 days after the events of the original. Sources told Variety that de-aging the original cast would have been too costly.
De-aging.
We don't have enough.
You people are all old.
We don't have enough makeup to make you look younger.
Oh, man.
Wow. Well, okay. So something to be on the lookout for.
Jim Caviezel
2027.
said that last scene, the crucifixion scene in that movie, disturbed him when he made it.
Of course, he was part of it.
Well, I know, but I've never seen it.
I don't need to see it.
I know what happens.
That's right.
So
I've read about it.
Right. But still, the gore in it was supposedly pretty
bad.
Yeah.
All right, we got to run. Gary Smith and the crew is waiting to get in. So thank you very much for listening in. As always, Robin, thanks for filling in today.
Thanks for having me again.
All right, and Tim Draper, thanks for being here.
Joe, thanks, and listen. Clouds are supposed to break later on today, so go out and enjoy the God-given day.
Very good. I'm Joe Callahan. Gary Smith and the crew. Do you remember it's coming up at 9:30? Well, not 9:30. Right after the 9 o'clock news here on ON Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.